The ballpark, happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and on the hill, Taijuan Walker. What's the word on him?
His career ERA has been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Okay, all set to go. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And a pitch. That's off the mark, and that's how this game gets started. That one's in there. That's strike one.
One strike.
This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He'll touch them all. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That catches the top part of the zone, and that is strike one. Singy, Taijuan Walker originally drafted in the first round by the Mariners back in 2010, and a guy who's put together a very solid career. He was an all-star with the Mets in 2021. And that's a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Checked his swing of the 1-0 and appealed to first. And he held up. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. That's a strike.
Well, showed a lot of promise early on, but dealt with some injuries there and a lack of consistency. But over the last couple of seasons has really found it. Like the way that he commands that two-seam fastball. You don't see a whole lot of guys using that pitch as much as they used to, but he's got a good thing working with it.
The count 2-1. Albies on the move. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Three-two. Runner goes again. Stays alive. 3-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Marsh moves under it. Puts the squeeze on it. Runner tagging for third.
That is good.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Matt Olson stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Off the plate and 1-1. Hit hard. That gets through. In comes the runner from third. It's 2-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
One down. And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. There's a strike. Walker, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Olson leads off first with 1 away. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's Eddie Rosario. Ripped into right field, base hit. Here comes Olson around third. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. It's 3-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's Sean Murphy. To third, might be 2. Over to stop for 1. And that's 2. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Braves 3 and the Phillies nothing. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And on the hill in this one, Bryce Elder.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And digging in for Philadelphia, Trey Turner.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The wind and the pitch. There's a strike. Turner had a really good college career at NC State. He went to the 2013 College World Series and led all of college baseball with 55 stolen bases that season. Pretty incredible. Whips it to first on the run. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the third baseman.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. And one guy who's been great for them, Vinny Pasquantino.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
Nick Castellanos stands in now, looks at that one inside. The pitch. Fought off foul. And the pitch. Got him swinging.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Bryce Harper to the plate. That one's in there, 0-1. Swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
And a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Righty to the plate. And there's a ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Got him looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Philadelphia, here's Orlando Arcia.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
The pitch. And that drops in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Michael Harris, batting with one down, takes a strike. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. The 0-1. The other way. And foul ball. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second with a double. And they've got something brewing now.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He led off the game with a home run. In the air, center field. Marsh moves under it. He's got it. Runner tags up for third. The throw is wild and it gets away.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And the right-hander deals. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because
that one ran inside, almost got him.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step. And that's what
that ends the inning, so we take a break. Braves strand one, but they lead it 3-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Elder back to work.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Chris, remember the Cubs won it all in 2016. Well, Kyle Schwarber suffered a regular season-ending left knee injury 2 games into the year. April 7th, he had torn ligaments in that knee. And down on strikes. And there's one down.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Foul ball there. Now the 0-1.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Struck him out looking.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
2 outs, base is empty. Vinny Pasquantino stands in for the Phillies. And that's in there for strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Righty delivers. Bounce to the left side. And it goes just foul.
Man, so close to the immaculate inning as that foul ball spoils it. He's pounding the zone right now, though.
The next offering misses. And that is ball 1. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. The 2-2 on the way. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in Philadelphia, here's Austin Riley.
The third baseman, Austin
Riley, multi-time All-Star, 25 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
So man aboard, Matt Olson next up for the Braves. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Hammered, base hit. Schwarber fires it in quickly. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Darno, the next to hit, takes outside.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
Riley on second. Olson at first with no outs. Just missed. Taijuan Walker, a sneakerhead, saying he's got over 1,000 pairs of sneakers.
Are we serious with over 1,000 pairs of sneakers? He's like you. How many do you have?
Not 1,000. Just missed. And there's ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Eddie Rosario digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up.
Left field. Schwarber settles under it. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So here's Murphy now. He's 0 for 1. And there's the strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Bounce to the right side. Dives, but it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, they found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
And now the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That's in there. Strike one.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh on the move. Long run, tracks it down. Both runners tagging. The run scores from third. It's 5-0. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins measures 6 feet 4 inches, 245 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. Tosses across to first, 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The 0-2. Good eye right there. Up the middle. Albies. 2 up, 2 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 outs, base is empty. This is Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one's in there, 0-1. On the ground. Albies. On to first. Out number 3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. It's 5-0. Michael Harris next up for the Braves.
The center fielder, Michael Harris.
Walker back to work. Good eye right there.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Next pitch is outside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. And that's through there for a strike. Next pitch is inside. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Acuna in the box again, takes a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Harris gets his lead at first with nobody out. This to center field. Marsh moves under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. In there for strike 1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
1-1. Pitch out, but no action. Walker over to first, and he dives back in safely. They try another pitch out. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Yeah, there's the strike. Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Tag. Ow! A bullet from JT Realmuto.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Line drive. Caught. Trey Turner now 0 for 1 so far.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
The pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Saying he's not just one of the fastest guys in the game, but also Trey Turner. How about those slides? Pretty cool looking.
Yeah, a natural slip and slide out there on the field. And one thing that speaks to me is that he doesn't decelerate a whole lot when he's in top speed going into that slide, because he goes through the bag and can end up on his feet all in one motion.
He'll do it himself. One up, one down.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Slapped foul. The Phillies still looking for their first hit in this one. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it to first, and Castellanos is out.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Here's Bryce Harper. Caught looking his first time up. He swings and fouls one off. The wind of the pitch. And that one fouled off. Popped up. Riley. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Phillies down in order. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Austin Riley, 1 for 2.
Austin Riley.
And he deals. And that's too high.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
And that one off the outside edge. That one in for a strike, 2-2. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. The pitch. Swing and a bouncer. Turner zips it to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson up to the plate. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Fires over to first. And Olson is set down.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher,
Travis d'Arnaud. Next up for the Braves. And that's in for a strike. And now it's even up. And here it comes. There's a strike.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Christopher Sanchez gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Man at first. Now the left fielder, Eddie Rosario. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And that's in there for strike 1. d'Arnaud off of first with 2 away. And now the count is even.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
In the air, out towards left center. Touches down. That's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. So 2 on with 2 away. And now the DH, Sean Murphy. First pitch just misses. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Next one misses, and it's 2-0. There's a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Gone. A big blow to the home fans. His 16th homer of the year, and they tack on 3. It's 8-0.
He's going to have nightmares about that pitch. Perfect execution. It's not supposed to produce that result. He got hurt by a really good one there, but even a better swing at the plate.
2 outs, nobody on. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And now the lefty. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Four hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Michael Harris next up for the Braves. First offering misses badly for ball 1. That one missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ball popped up. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Kicks and fires. Bounced up the middle. And that one handled. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Schwarber.
The right-hander back to work.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Throw on to Olsen, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, catcher, JT
And now it is JT Realmuto. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one's in there, 0-1. JT Realmuto singing has turned into arguably the top catcher in all of baseball. He's won multiple gold gloves, multiple silver sluggers, same story, multiple times an all-star. This guy is fun to watch. And the righty deals. And 1-2.
A tremendous athlete behind the dish, and this is a guy that probably could play any position on the infield if they needed to, as well as the outfield. He's got great speed as a catcher, can steal some bases, can drive in runs, but most importantly, he takes that pitching staff where they need to go.
Vinny Pasquantino stands in for the Phillies. That clips the inside corner for a strike. That's off the mark, and now it's even 1-1. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The Phillies hitless so far in the game. Next pitch misses outside, and the count's even at 2. And now it's filled up. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still 8-0. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He's already homered in this game. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Two 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And here it comes. And that skips in the dirt. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Hoskins makes the play, and there's one down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. 1 for 3. Albies, 26 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. Next offering is in for a strike. And misses inside. The 2-1. On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to hold on to it, and they come away without an out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Albies over at first with one away. Step off throw to first. Albies dives back in. The 0-1. That one at the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That misses. And the count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Hoskins over to Turner for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Braves 8 and the Phillies nothing. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Rounded out his first time up. To work. strike one.
Well, these Phillies just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
A flip to the pitcher covering. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Number 60, Brandon.
And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. Grounded out his first time. There's a strike.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Out to short, Arcia. Over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. His righty-lefty splits there. In there, and it's 0-1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
On the ground, Albies tosses to first, and that is that. Down quickly go the Phillies, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Leading off for Atlanta, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. That one drifts inside. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Connor Brogdon preparing to come on if needed. Bilotti getting loose as well. Next offering upstairs. And another ball. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And a 4-pitch walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
The left fielder,
So a man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Eddie Rosario. Ball one, no strikes.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And now 2-1. And that one is inside. d'Arnaud gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner on the go. Into center and a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The relay, but he's in there easily.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Griff McGarry. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Griff McGarry.
Now, Sean Murphy. He's already homered here in this one. In there for strike one. That one fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. At the belt and fires. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Arcia in the box here lets that one go for a ball. In for a strike, and the count is 1-1. 1 down, runners at second and third. Knocks it down. Throw to first for the out as the run comes in from third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
So up next, Michael Harris. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. First pitch, not close. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Here comes a pitch. Set down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Braves 9 and the Phillies nothing. Here's Trey Turner.
Leading up for the
Singy,
Phillies,
he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Riley fires to first, and they get Turner for the out. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Oh, 1 down. That's a slider for a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Next one just misses. And the count 1-2. One down, base is empty. That's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Harper in the box now. No balls and a strike. And takes low for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. The Phils yet to pick up a hit here. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. That one to first. Olsen takes it to the bag. Play made. That ends the inning. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. The wind of the pitch. Out to center. Marsh on the move. And puts the squeeze on that. One down. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And first offering is fouled off. The wind to kick the pitch. Now 1-1. Check swing. He went. And it's 1-2. And the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. So digging in, Austin Riley. That one back up the middle and it gets through.
That's back-to-back singles for him. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
In the air, out towards right center. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. One left for Atlanta, but they still hold a 9-0 lead. Tyler Matzik will take over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 68, Tyler Matzik.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. The pitch. That catches the corner. And it's 1-1. And that's in for a strike. Here's a line drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Next offering is fouled back. Nobody out. Runner at first. Foul ball still 0-2. And a pitch.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And next is the designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. 0-1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Pasquantino tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Hoskins up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. Popped in the air, left field. Rosario under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. Braves 9 and the Phillies nothing. New pitcher on now, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Now in for the Braves, Travis d'Arnaud.
Travis d'Arnaud.
And he deals. And a strike in there. Dominguez, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And there's a ball. Next offering upstairs. Righty to the plate. Strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Schwarber settles under it. Puts it away for the out. Now it's the DH, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count. In there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. 8-9-1. Nick Anderson in. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Number 61, Nick Anderson.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
The center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
The pitch. There's a strike. And he takes a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
That hits the dirt. Now 1-2. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Tosses to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, second baseman,
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And that one pulled foul. Anderson ready to work. Swings through that one out in front that time. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 away now.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
In the air, left field. Rosario has this one sized up. And the Atlanta Braves back in a familiar position. Champions of the National League East.
But when you start the season, your goal is to win that division and win it as convincingly and as early as possible. Well, they did just that. So the good thing, they'll be able to rest some players. If you've got some players banged up, they'll be able to bounce back. The challenging part is keeping everybody sharp and fresh for playoff baseball.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves.